Hello, everybody. And we are back with some Blood Bowl 3, for real this time. As we take on Luke4444 and his Orcs for our final game of the Orca-Cola Championship season in Division 1B. We are currently 1 win, 1 draw, and 6 losses. And, I mean, a win would be nice, but this season is essentially unsalvageable for us. So all I'm really hoping for is to not get any important permanent damage here. If we can get some SPP gains on the important players, like the bodyguards, that would be nice. But I'll settle for not taking any permanent damage on the important players. Having taken a look earlier, yesterday that is, because we were supposed to play this game yesterday already, we are, like, Luke's team looked not overly impressive, shall we call it that. Like, there's still Orcs, there's plenty of Mighty Blow, there's plenty of Guard to go around, plenty of block as well. But overall, definitely not the worst Orc team that I have ever seen. We are going to be missing, unfortunately, we are going to be missing our, do we take a Bloodweiser, or do we take Cindy Pie Whistle? You know what? Maybe it's time that Cindy redeems herself. Maybe we'll just take Cindy Pie Whistle, and she'll actually accomplish something useful. Who knows? But yeah, we are going to be missing our best blitzer, the Sage. And he has elected to receive the ball. That's good. That's kind of exactly what we wanted them to do. Cindy is going to be coming onto the field. I don't think we're going to be having flicks on the field because we want the thrower to be available. We're also not going to have Pit Pad on the field then. But yeah. The Sage is going to be out, so no Strength 4 Blitzer shenanigans. But that is also a good thing, because that does mean that he is... There's no chance that he will get permanent damage on him. Does mean that we're going to have Andy Davo II as our only Blitzer for the match, but... That's probably... Like, if it actually becomes... Like, how would you call it? Like, if we lose because we only had a rookie Noble Blitzer, then that's gonna be annoying, but like, as I said, even if we win this match, the season is not salvageable for us. Like, we are gonna get demoted, but... So... I genuinely just... I'll take... knowing that that our best blitzer can't be hurt in the last match of the season, which is like, if it made a difference of, like, if this was a difference between us winning the division and not winning the division, then I would absolutely want him on the field. But since it doesn't, like, it really doesn't matter too much what happens in this game, like, scoring wise, result wise, for me at least, then yeah, I'll take the safety option. But yeah, let's see if Cindy can actually, like, I believe we've induced Cindy twice so far this season, and both times she has just not been it. I believe the first time was that she absolutely just screwed us over by managing to fuck up a bomb toss, like, on her first try. And on the second one, I believe she got very quickly... She got very quickly kicked into the injury box by the opponent, so she didn't really manage to do much. But granted, that was also, like, that was also a positioning mistake by me, so that's not entirely on her. Maybe we've learned something. Maybe we can actually utilize her this time. Or maybe not, but at least it's an extra body on the field. Okay, we get a blitz. We get a blitz. During the blitz turn, I don't think you can do a pass action, if I remember that correctly, which means that Cindy is not going to be able to do much here. I think the Pepsi over there is going to be the blitz target. We could... I'm just thinking here. If we instead go for the big and blocker, no, that is just not feasible. Can you? It'll take. No, that is not gonna happen. All right, let's see if the ogre can function. The ogre does function. He'll take on those guys. We're not gonna move. I think we're not going to move Cindy here. Maybe we actually do move Cindy. Like, just get her a little closer. Just to make the bomb throwing a little easier. Move that. And then we don't want her to get blitzed though, so we'll just take a couple of steps there. And the actual blitz is going to be here. If we can get Pepsi out immediately, that would be great, but unfortunately only a push. Only a push. And we're not going to follow that up. We're not going to give him a free hit there. And a bit of a nothing burger on the blitz, which, you know, obviously he starts off like by powing our wrestle dodge bodyguard with no tackle. Good start. Gets a stun. Moves his blitzer here to cover the ball. I don't know. I mean, I don't think this is a particularly pertinent move that he has to make here, considering that like I do not have the speed. Yeah, that's way better on the assumption that it's going to be Pepsi who's going to be blitzing the bodyguard here, which he should. Yep, down he goes. He also has Juggernaut, so no stand firm shenanigans. Down he goes. No damage done. Yep, just moves to contain the bodyguard. Goes for a punch up on RTSD, our newest Imperial Retainer. Only gets a push there. Manages to take down Patros. Definitely fending that. No damage done. He will be able to get 2 die on the Ogre with Coke Sugar Tooth. Both have block. So now that Gimli finally managed to get that 2 SPP that we have been looking for so long, the Ogre function. Sorry, not the Ogre. The Troll functions just fine. Takes down Nibanon. Gets a KO out of it. Clears the way so that this Orc lineman can come in as an assist against the Ogre, so that 7-Up can take another punt at the Ogre for 2 die. But he doesn't actually do that. I still don't really understand why he feels the need to protect the ball. Like, again, I have neither the brawn to just push through here instantly, nor do I have the speed really to do it. But who am I to argue? I mean, he instead takes the 3+. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Okay. Pick up Patros. Let's see if we can. It is only a push. We could wrestle him down, but I think we'll just take the push here. What's our... I think Pepsi the Blitzer is probably gonna be who we need to blitz, and it's going to be Andy Davo doing the blitzing. Or maybe it's not gonna be Andy Davo. Maybe it's gonna be Tigga. But yeah, we need to, because like we can't have one of our bodyguards like just stuck there. I think Tigga moves here, because I just realized that, well, it doesn't even... We can bring Andy Davo as an assist here. And then go for a blitz on Pepsi the Blitzer. Oh, we get a KO out of it. Alright. I doubt he's... Oh, he instantly appos that. That's interesting. Well, I get why. Because the Juggernaut does help quite a bit when you're facing mass fend and stand firm. Alright. Cindy. We're not throwing a second bomb. And she fumbles it instantly. And KOs herself. That is... I mean... I've been... Like, people tell me that these Megastar bombers are actually good. For 50k investment, I've been told that they are actually good investments. Especially against teams such as Orcs, who are kind of slow and generally need to play cagey. That's 0-3 for Cindy. On being just like... Well, actually, it's 3 out of 3. I was about to say it's 0-3 for being useful, but I'll be honest, I'm gonna even go further and say that's 3 out of 3 for being a complete fuck up of a star player. Takes down the ogre, no damage there. Goes for a blitz on Petros with Coca-Cola and manages to take him down, no damage. So he's definitely looking to move over to the right side here with the cage. Now that Cindy has very inconveniently decided to take herself out of the equation. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that the results of this game does not matter. Like, I'm very glad, but like, I think I am genuinely just done ever using like Cindy again. Like like, I've seen Bomber Dribbles not do some crazy things for a lot of teams. And, I mean, Cindy has also... Like, Cindy, I think, is generally less of a concern, just because of the fact that the teams that she can be taken by are I think, weaker than the ones that can take Bomber Dribbles not. But yeah, this is just... If this was a game that actually mattered, the fact that Cindy just blew herself up and is likely going to get sent off unless I roll a 6, and even then, I have to roll, like, I have to roll for the argue before I even know whether or not she recovers from the KO. Yeah. Yeah. Frustrating as hell is what I'm gonna say. We could go for an Ogre Blitz to potentially get the Ogre next to the Bull Carrier. There's not really a way that we can... Yeah, unfortunately, with things as they are, there's not really any way that we can get it, like... We can get a 2-die uphill on the Bull Carrier. Like, that's what we can do. But that's not really what we want. So... I think we're gonna go for the Ogre Blitz. But before we go for the Ogre Blitz, Definitely picking up Petros. Just bringing the two bodyguards. Just bringing the two bodyguards over. Retainer lineman goes here. Andy Devo goes here. We'll take this more safe 2-die, which is only going to be pushes. We'll just get him off. Ogre Blitz. Ogre functions normally. Can he get it down? Nope. He gets a boat down, so he doesn't go down himself, but nothing happens. Can we make a 3+ dodge? We'll reroll that. Yeah, this is our turn 2, by the way, so, yeah, there's not really much, like, the chances of us being able to stop the Orcs from scoring are minuscule, considering the situation on the board. And, by the way, in such a situation, against this team, we got 50k inducements. A team that is just utterly dominating us on the field because they're Orcs and they're way too fucking cheap for what they do. And they're not even like on full strength Orcs, in the sense that like they're big in like complement leaves more than a bit to be desired. Yeah, they are just absolutely smashing us here. But yeah, takes down Venom, managed to take down Petros, no damage on either side. I assume he's gonna move his cage over to here. That is his blitz used. Yep, moves the ball carrier already. Does need to clear out the ogre, which should be easy enough to do. The real question is he gonna do it with the troll or is he gonna do it with the biggin? The biggin is way more reliable on that front. Brings his rookie biggin into contact with Tigga. Like I assume, yeah, Orc lineman. Interesting then, makes sense. He's hoping that the biggin takes down the ogre. Okay, he tries to do the troll, but he doesn't actually have anybody next to the troll, so the troll fails to function correctly, which takes away his assist as well. That's not what I was expecting him to do. Picks up the Pepsi, fails to dodge, does team reroll it. Yeah, that makes sense because he definitely doesn't want all of like these players to just be able to surge over here to help. Takes the 1-die on Hawka, only gets a push. We are most certainly going to be fending that. So no follow up on that. Doesn't take the block with the biggin, which makes sense. We're picking up Petros. With that push onto Hawka, that does give us a fairly easy 2-die here, which hopefully at least, yep, we managed to clear the way for Andy Devo. Follow that up. No damage done. Yeah, I think we're just gonna pick a Venom. I think Andy Devo comes here. Alright. So yeah, that's not gonna work. Yep. So from here, go for a 2-die on Coca-Cola. Wrestle. That's probably fine. because it does open... does open this up. Can we make a 3+ dodge? Not without a reroll, and even with the reroll, and we stun ourselves. Okay. Does not... Oh. Takes the boat down, surprisingly. I figured he'd rather not have Gizia be free, but then again, he's also got movement 5 just as much as the big and blocker does, so can't really reach anywhere too important. Only manages to get a push onto Venom there, which we definitely stand firm that. But again, he's got like this big in he can either provide an assist or he could have just 2-diced Andy Devo there. Probably going to be interesting in that it's going to be Coca-Cola doing it. Figured that it would be 7-Up to get that mighty blow hit in, but hey hell, only manages to get a push on Andy Devo. Keeps Tupi tagged. Brings the ball forward. He's still got 7-Up. He still has 7-Up as a free blitzer to either block out our route from here, or he can do that. Yeah, makes sense. Goes for the 1-die with the biggin, gets a skull, has to reroll it, does manage to take down Gimlick, but at least burns a reroll on it. Gets next to the troll now, potentially helping with the activation. Frees up this lineman. Yep, troll moves just fine, which means that Venom... Yeah, Venom had a decent-ish shot of being annoying, but with that troll move, not so much. Blitzer gets a 2-die. He's got block and I don't, so... And that's a seriously hurt, so... Well, Petros is MNG. Don't really care. Yeah, okay. I mean, this is literally a situation where I don't think I can do anything. Like just not really much I can do here. Not much I can do here. So I think we're just gonna take that block. We'll go for an Ogre Blitz. The Ogre fails to function. Okay. He's gonna stay down. And then it's either... Yeah. Let's see if we can get a 4+3+ done. We can. I don't think we're gonna try another... Yeah, I don't think we're gonna try another one. Let's see if we can remove Pepsi. Nope. No, we can't. We didn't even break armor, and... Yep. Arguing with the ref does not help. Yeah, there is very little I can do here. God, I hate orcs. Like, genuinely, they need to get nerfed. Looks like he's setting up for his own foul, potentially, or just surrounding the bodyguards. Does manage to take down Venom. We'll stand firm on that. No damage done. Yep. Moves a distillery to cover. Realizes that I could potentially just make a dodge in to get a 1 die. Goes for the foul, gets a stun, doesn't get noticed by the ref. Because of course he doesn't. And then he walks in the score already. Well, considering the commanding position that he's in, not surprising. We'll have to argue the call with the ref. Can we roll a 6 here? If the game would actually let me... I do not have a bribe. Oh, waiting for opponent. That would explain. Alright, can we argue it? Nope, she gets sent off. But we do manage to recover our KO'd lineman. Alright. We'll have to see if we can manage to even up the score. He did give us 4 turns to do it. He did give us 4 turns to do it. We'll have to see. Is he really gonna leave a big end blocker on the... Well, I guess he doesn't want to put a big end blocker on the line of scrimmage. I don't know why he wouldn't just put a troll there, I'll be honest, but... I mean... I guess the troll, like... The troll is more valuable than any of these linemen, for sure. But he's depriving himself of 1 strength 4 piece just because he doesn't want to put the troll onto the line of scrimmage. Facing an opponent that has 2 mighty blow. Interesting choices overall. Alright. Pitpat gets to be in the back. Flix gets to be in the center. And then... what's our... Yeah, 7-up is going to be the blitz target. 7-up is going to be the blitz target. Who's going after him? T-Guy is going after him. And... we'll put Anti-Devo there. Nibanon goes there. I think we put him there, and then Muffin Thief goes here. Probably should have switched Nibanon and Muffin Thief around, but cheering fans results in a draw. Okay, so nobody gets anything. Fair enough. Oh. Alright, Muffin Thief. We'll start with the blitz on 7-up. We do manage to take him down. Not following that. No damage. No damage even with Mighty Blow, but again, Orc armor is Orc armor, so not exactly expecting too much damage to be done here. We'll have 2P take that. We'll wrestle that. Anti-Devo manages to take down the Orc. No follow-up. Yeah, I think Nibanon just comes back here for a bit. Pitpat can pick up the ball and then move 1. So I think Flix goes there. I don't think it's too imperative that we pick up the ball, so we'll go for the 3 die. Take down the orc with block. No damage. And then... Venom over there. Guzia gets to stay where he is. And hopefully Pit-Pat picks up the ball. Easy. Easy peasy. Yep, I think... I still have no idea how I'm going to be able to actually break through the orc defenses here. Picks up 7-Up. Brings Coca-Cola over as well to give a guard on both of those. Coke Sugar Tooth moves into assist as well. Picks up the orc lineman. Yep. Mighty blow hit on Andy Devo as the blitz. That's double skulls. I don't think you reroll that. He does in fact reroll that. Interesting. I probably would have held off. Like, I don't think this is a particularly important block. Like, even if I mean, if he manages to, like, take him down and then remove him, like, obviously, that would be great. That would be worth a reroll. But I don't think, like, I don't think I would personally have rerolled there. Picks up cream soda. Just takes a step back. Moves the troll, and the troll functions just fine. Tags Andy Devo with it. And makes the dodge away with ginger ale. That's unfortunate. Only a push. Not a great start, that one. Yeah, we have to. We have to move to the left here. Like, he's fortified that side so well. Blix gets to come over here as the... And unfortunately, that troll is really on. Like, we need to do an ogre blitz. The ogre functions just fine. Manages to take down the troll as well. Can he get him off the field? Nope, no damage. Does mean that Andy Devo gets to move. He'll probably be the blitz target again. He will more than likely be the blitz target again. But it is what it is. Bring him over here. Bring Tupi over here. Diga over there. And then... Let's see if we can make a 4+. We can make a 4+ dodge, apparently. Can we make another one? Nope. But rather that than taking a mighty blow hit. Stuns himself, which makes him irrelevant. Like, probably irrelevant to the rest of the game. But yeah, like... Again, no idea what I'm supposed to do as Imperial Nobility against Orcs on the offense. Like, he will just stonewall me. Moves the rookie blitzer to tag Venom. at least forcing a 3+ dodge. 7-Up moves over to the center. I assume Coca-Cola is going to move in. Move in as well. Biggin moves into Andy Devo. Troll functions as normal. Stands up just fine. Yep. Andy Devo is going to get blitzed. Does get taken down this time by Pepsi. Follows it up as well. No damage, so he's still available. But as I said, like he can get this guy here. He can get that guy. Yeah, Pepsi moves over there. He can move here. Yep. Like, having played a bunch of Old World Alliance recently, like, at least the Old World Alliance has a human catcher and a throw teammate option. The Imperial Nobility doesn't even have that. Granted, the Imperial Nobility is, at least in theory, goes for the 1 die, surprisingly, on the Ogre. Gets a skull. Does he get taken out? Nope, not even an armor break. Okay. I mean, that kind of decides where we're gonna have to go, because, like, we're just not gonna be able to push through on the left here. Or maybe we are. Maybe we're being too hasty. Let's take this 2 die first. Alright, down goes Coca-Cola. He's gonna stand firm that, because... Absolutely stand firm that. No damage done. Okay. So the best we can do here is we can get a 1 die on Pepsi, and if we manage to at least push him, that opens up a dodge there. Or we attempt to force our way to the center here. Yeah, none of these options is a particularly appealing one. Yeah, I think we go for the center play instead of that, because, like, then it comes down to a 1 die, and I do not like when my plays come down to a 1 die. I think we have to sacrifice him on there. Should have moved Ticket before. Have to reroll this. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Have to make 1 GFI here. Have to make a GFI to even get Tigga into scoring range, and if we're doing it like that, then we're just gonna have to pick. Andy Devo is not gonna be trying any dodges. I think we failed the GFI. Yes, we do. Yep. Well, I mean, if we just roll 1s on the rushes, then with only 1 reroll. Yeah. Yeah. And now he's gonna get a bunch of free hits. Takes down Hawka. friending that. No damage. I would expect him to go for a blitz on pit pad. I guess if he was gonna do it with Pepsi there. He still could. Probably gonna be a 1-die. Takes down Nibanon with the troll. No damage. Only a push. Pushes him there. Yeah. Yep, he's gonna surf anti-Devo. Or at least attempt to with the big one. Which makes sense. Into the crowd he goes. Hopefully the crowd is merciful and soft. That is just a stunt, so he will be back for the next half. That's good. That's at least something. That's his blitz to use. Takes the 1-die, takes the skull. Unfortunately, we do not have anybody who is in actual scoring range. So we'll just see if we can get... any good blocks anywhere. Yeah, I think we'll start with Venom standing up. Gizia gets a 2-die. That is not what we were looking for. We'll follow that up. Follow that up. Gives us a 2-die with Tupi. We do manage to take him down. Can we get a removal? Nope. Not really expecting one. Move him here. We do manage to take him down. Hey! Well done, Flicks. Serious injury. We niggle his 0 SPP cream soda. What's it called? Lineman. But hey, that's 2 SPPs for Flicks. He refused to get any SPPs in the last game by flubbing a bunch of passes. But hey, all right, can we get Dr. Pepper out as well? Maybe. Nope. Honestly, I think we go for the Vanity Pass. We'll go for the Vanity Pass over the over the 1-die blitz. If this works, then we'll just do it. All right, wonderful. Pitpat gets Vanity Pass. He could take advantage of his running pass now, which is completely and utterly irrelevant in this situation, but he could, which we won't. And then go for the Mighty Blow hit. No damage done. All right, we managed to take out a lineman. A 0 SPP lineman is somebody who we managed to take out. We didn't suffer any damage in return, so yay. However, now he just brings in, I just assume that it's gonna be the big one he's gonna bring in, and he will actually have a better team for this half than he had for that particular kickoff. So things are gonna be even more difficult now. Thankfully, we'll have 4 more turns, unless we roll like at the timeout. We will have 4 more turns in attempting to score, which may or may not give us enough time to score, but it will be difficult. It will be difficult to break through the Orcs. Do we need to? We don't need to switch anyone out. This time we'll remember We'll remember to put Muffin Thief here and Nibbin on there. Honestly, I think Nibbin is probably gonna be the most exposed one on that flank. And, alright. A 1-1 draw with no serious damage is certainly a result that I'm perfectly fine with. Changing weather, which does absolutely nothing. Okay. He has decided to switch up where the Blitzer 7-up is located, so he's no longer just on this side, which is slightly unfortunate. We'll start with Andy Davo taking a punch. Andy Davo punches just fine. We get a stun on that. All right. Gizia takes a shunt at the big blocker. The big blocker also goes down. Not gonna follow that up. No damage there. We are gonna take our shot at 7-up because he does have 2 niggles on. So if we manage to break armor, we might actually get some. Maybe we can cause some damage there. It is going to be Venom this time rather than only a push. That's unfortunate, but we'll have to live with it. Fall back for now. He doesn't have any frenzy, so I think we're just gonna make those moves before we do anything else. With those moves, don't think we need to go for the pickup. Managed to take down the Orc lineman. Definitely following that up. No damage done. Yeah, I think we're gonna try and develop. We're gonna try and develop our offensive on the right side here. Pitpad, can he go for the pickup? Pitpad gets the pickup just fine. And then I guess Flex will just move up here. Alright, let's see what he does. Let's see what my opponent decides to do. He moves Big and Blocker slightly forward. Coca-Cola moves slightly forward. Biggin moves. Alright, moves next to Muffin Thief. Only manages to get a push, but will be able to push him into Pepsi to get another hit, or 7-up to get another hit. And yep, goes and tags Andy Davo. Only manages to push on Pepsi as well. Bend that. He could bring Vineyard over to give an assist there so that he can get another 2-die. He could also just risk the 1-die. Like, I have a feeling that he's just gonna... Yep, he's just gonna take the 1-die. And he does manage to take him down. Then that gets KO'd. And does free up the back if he wants to go to dodge away from the Ogre. Picks up the Biggin, doesn't try to dodge away. The Line Orc does dodge away successfully. And that's all she wrote, apparently. Okay. With Pepsi being that far, I think we can actually play on the sideline here. We can actually play on the sideline. Move that there, move that there. 2P moves there. Take down Coke Sugartooth. No damage. We'll stay where we are. I think Pit-Pat will just fall back. Just fall back from his current position. Yeah, I think we want to try and free up Andy Davo as well. Before we do that, I think Venom goes there. Alright, big and blocker. Only managed to get a push, but it'll at least not give him a free mighty blow hit. Gimlick. Alright, he's got block and the big one doesn't. And that's that. Alright. I mean, I do think that we are playing into our opponent's hands here. Like, I think he wants us to go to the right side and wants us to play on the edge there. Yep, takes down Hawka. And that. No damage. Troll moves. We'll be able to bring in another assist there. Takes the 2 die on Gizia, but dodge is an excellent skill to have. But where's the blitz? I'm expecting the blitz to be Coke Sugartooth. Brings Pepsi just a little bit to the center, so next turn he can threaten the people that are playing on the sideline here. I am expecting this Orc lineman to move here to give an assist so that he can take a 2 there. Okay, that is the blitz. So goes after Flicks. Only manages a push. Could greed reroll this. He's thinking about it. He ultimately decides against it. Yeah, pushes him there. Doesn't follow that up. I assume he just stands there. Yep. Yep, moves him. Which now gives him 2 die on the bodyguard. Doesn't reroll that, I assume. Yep, we'll just wrestle that. And then I assume he doesn't pick up Coke Sugartooth. He does. He does. Well, it's going to be 2 die uphill because those people exist, unfortunately. If we go for it. Two die uphill to potentially use to potentially surf this and use our blitz as well to do it. He's not great. He's not great, but I do think that we're gonna do it because like we just need to, like, we need to actually start to we like removing that biggin, like, could be super useful. Obviously we don't even manage to get a push this time there. We do manage to take down a grab lineman with flicks. We'll take the 2 die. Yep, down goes Biggin. Gimlet can follow that up. And then we have a 1 die. Or a 2 die uphill blitz. Well, let's take the 1 die first. Alright. We at least stop him from, again, taking a free mighty blow hit. And then... that's not it. I mean... yep. Makes sense. Makes sense that he chooses that. And I think... that's still probably fine. It's still probably fine. Yeah, I think Tupi moves there. And then Nibanon. Do we sack him just to contain Coca-Cola? I think we do. I think we have to put him here. Overall, I think it was worth a reroll there. Even though we didn't get him, did not manage to get the big and blocker into the crowd, I think it was still worth it. Just like to slow them down, because like they still have to they have to pick themselves off the ground, of course, and then we managed to free up those two as well. But yeah, unfortunately, the troll has like the only time that the troll has failed to function has been the time where he tried to function without any aid, and even then he made a serious effort at trying to think himself into moving with rolling 3. But yep, troll moves again. Gives him the assist that he needs on to get a shot on Nibanon. We'll probably take the boat down there because that at least, yep, makes sense. No damage, that's good. Did also pick up Dr. Pepper here. And he will be okay. Orc lineman moves there. Fair enough. Picks up the rookie blitzer, who tags Hawka. Yep, makes sense. But where's the... oh my goodness. Of course. Of course! I completely forgot that the fucking... I completely just fucking forgot that the big ends have movement 5, and now there's nobody next to the... nobody next to that one. Yep. Yeah, I just completely forgot about that. And now he can just go up and pick up the ball. Well, he makes the GFI, has to burn a reroll to try and pick up. Fails to pick up, but still a good bounce in regards to that. Yep, no, that was a complete and utter idiocy for me. Need to stand you up. Alright, finally we managed to take down Dr. Pepper rather than just push him. Yeah, it has to be the Andy Davo who's gonna do the blitz. Has to be Andy Davo who's gonna do the blitz. Poopy has to contain the big and blocker here. Only a push. Only a push. Yeah, we just can't give him a free hit on flicks. Yeah, I mean, I hate this. Yeah. Yeah, even with a reroll. Yeah, we're losing this game. We're losing this game because I fucked up big time. I fucked up big time. God, I keep thinking that they only have movement 4. They should only have movement 4 on the big and blockers, but no, they've got movement 5 and they're fucking 90k. Hell, they could even be 85, and the troll just functions entirely fine. Yeah. Takes the boat down. No damage. That's at least something. I'll take movement for the orc biggins. Yes! Yes! No abso-fucking, like, the black orcs. The black orcs should be the better black orc. Like compared to the fucking orc biggins, like, the black orc on the black orc team should be the superior player in all respects. I don't give a shit that you get, oh no, you get 6 of them. Well, the rest of the team is made up of fucking goblins. Yeah, no, absolutely. Why is the orc team so good? Like, just genuinely, why is it so good? Oh, well, I know why, because it's a very popular team. And it's like one of those teams that's just easy to recommend to new players. So you kind of want to keep it like decently powerful, because you know you wouldn't want to scare off any potential players just by having your starter like newbie friendly team be shit. But for reals, like, genuinely, orcs should get nerfed. He's got 3. He's got 3 on the fucking... He has 3 tackle zones on the fucking ball. I think we have to go for this 1 die here. Hope that we can get a... Alright, we get a down. This needs to be a good bounce. It's... Okay, it goes to our lineman. We're... Even with a 5, we're not catching it. Okay, that is an extremely good bounce for us. That is, in fact, an extremely good bounce for us. We do manage to take down 7 up as well. And we're gonna follow that up because we want to tag Coca-Cola. Okay. Okay. That helps out shitloads. Still not a great situation by any account, but that helps out shitloads. Take this shot. Wonderful. No damage. Alright, with that, Pit-Pat, can you pick up the ball? Pit-Pat could, in fact, pick up the ball. Unfortunately, still very much in danger of getting blitzed by an Orc Blitzer. But I think he has... Last reroll. Alright, doesn't fail the second GFI. Take down Dr. Pepper. No damage done. And unfortunately, as much as I would like to punch this Orc lineman, cannot afford Gimlet going dumb. But yeah, this is, the current situation is not great. It's not terrible, but it's certainly not great. The 2 GFIs does mean that the only blitzer... I mean, he can get a 1 die on him with Pepsi, but he'll have to make a 3+ dodge into a rush, and then I do have block. He does have a reroll on it, so still... Well, he's got 2 rerolls to even use on the... that he can use on the dodge as well, and the rush. So, takes a block, takes him down, frees up the Orc lineman, which I think is just gonna run over here. Okay, interesting. Honestly, I think he should have run him here, activate the troll, that gives him an additional assist on the ogre. Goes for the 1 die on Andy Davo, only manages a push. Does mean that he frees up a 7-up. Which, okay, I guess... Okay, never mind. I was like, okay, I guess that's his additional assist on the ogre. But no, he's gonna go for the play. Makes the 3+, makes the rush. That's only a both down. Has to burn a reroll here. Absolutely should burn a reroll here. Okay. No, he just takes the both down. Does he want to push me, or does he just want to stand there? Okay, he just stands there. Fair enough. And then what? He dodges away with the Orc lineman, which means that we don't have our 2 die there anymore. Yeah, no, this is more than a little bit of a shit situation. Like, absolutely not going to lie that this is more than a little bit of a shit situation that we're in. I think Tigga moves over there. Just that we have a potential scoring threat with him. I think Flick stands up because we do not want to just... I think we take this 2 die here. That's fine. We'll wrestle that. Okay. And then... I think... we have to go for this blitz. Alright, we managed to dodge. We only managed to push, which is, like, not at all great. Not at all great. Alright, shit. What do we do now? I think we have to sacrifice Gizia to just move. Just follow that block up. Yeah, I mean, this is we're getting super desperate here. I don't think we can afford... Yeah, I think we have to go for the pass here. Can we make this? It's an accurate because he's got accurate. He's trying to... Alright. Pit-Pat makes the pass. Pit-Pat makes the pass. Then can Andy Davo... Can Andy Davo... make the dodge? He can make the 3+ dodge. Alright. Alright. Again. I'm so gonna regret if I activate Gimlick. I'm so gonna regret it. I'm absolutely going to regret if I activate Gimlick here. But if we could just punch that big and blocker, like, just even a push is fine. Actually, a push wouldn't really be fine. Maybe it would be fine. Yeah, I don't think we can afford to activate that. still got 2 rerolls as well. Can just make a 3+ dodge here. I think we take this 1 die. Alright. Alright, that helps out. I don't think we follow that, though. We don't follow that up. Okay. Yeah, this is not a great situation. Not a great situation by any means. All he needs to do is pass a big un. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's gonna tackle that. No Juggernaut, so we will stand firm. No damage. Does free up this big unblocker. But yeah, this is, like, all he needs to do is he needs to pass a 4+ dodge with this big unblocker. Which is why I was super considering hitting him with Gimlick. But, like, the chance that Gimlick goes dumb, like, him failing the Bonehead would be catastrophic. Him fucking up the block would be even more catastrophic, like as in Double Skull fucking up the block. Like he can get an easy 1 die there by just blitzing with the lineman, and if he manages to, like, even if he just gets a both down, that's still gonna be forcing a wrestle check. And that means that I will not be scoring, or I will not be capable of scoring at all next turn. So even that's probably fine. The real question is whether or not he's gonna, whether or not he feels like he should. Like, I think I would go for the 4+. Like, I would move this Orc lineman to, like, here. And then actually probably move the Orc lineman here. And then go for the 4+ dodge with the big unblocker that's next to the ogre. Because, like, with a reroll in hand... Oh, he's instead opting for the 1 die. We need luck here, and that's not what we needed. That is, in fact, at least... I was at least hoping that he'd have to use a reroll on it. But that is not what we needed. And he goes for the pickup, fails the pickup, uses a reroll. Yep, with a reroll he succeeds. Okay. Okay. Takes a 1 die there, tries to free up his blitzer. Not going anywhere. Is he gonna dodge 7-up away, or is he going to just stay there? Again, he doesn't need to score, so... Oh, he tries to dodge away, fails it. Does he use his last reroll on that? I certainly wouldn't. And he did not either. Okay. We're gonna pick up Hawka, because he's definitely not dodging anywhere. Guzia is just gonna stand up and keep tabs on Pepsi. Which is definitely not his favorite thing to do in the world, but... Okay. So what's the plan? So we do have a 1 die on there, and again, with Wrestle, we've got a decent shot of taking down the ball carrier. Like, we could get a 2 die here, but that's... Yeah. Yeah, I think it is just the... We need this 1 die to work, which it does. We don't follow that up. Ball goes there. Alright. Yeah, I think he goes there. He's not going to try and pick it up. And then... Nope. And I think that's... Well, technically we still have a shot at scoring. Tigga is in scoring range, but if he manages to take him down, which he has, which is quite likely that he can, he's gonna be guaranteeing a win. If you were here the last time, I was talking about games that I played in the tabletop tournament that I played last weekend as Old World Alliance. And one of the things that I said was that, like, none of those games, like, felt like I had absolutely no shot. As in, like, that I couldn't do anything. Yeah, that is entirely fine. He should absolutely accept that because, like, yep, he forces me to wrestle, which means that he's gonna be out. He's gonna be out of range for scoring, and therefore no scoring well done. But yeah, like, this is one of those games where I just felt like, I mean, there was nothing I could do. I just could not contest the Orcs on any any actual level. Like, even the fact that I have, like, not a lot, like, genuinely not a lot of, like the Orcs have not done damage. Like, they what? They've caused one casualty fairly early on Petros. But, like, other than that, like, the Orcs have actually done less damage than one should average. And even then, it felt like every time I tried to do anything, it was an uphill battle. And he dodges him. He's gonna go for a vanity pass because why not, right? Could get SBP on it. Now, could have gotten SPP on it. Didn't. Stand up this bodyguard. Let's see if... 3 dice, Ogre Blitz. Go! Can we get some SPP on him? No, we can't. We'll get another... We'll get another 2 die on that Orc Blitzer. But hey, we'll take a consolation prize of hopefully shunting him into the crowd. Shunt him into the crowd we do. What will the crowd do? The crowd will KO him, which is absolute nothing. 2 die here. Down goes the Orc Blitzer. We'll follow that up because we don't want Pit Pat to get punched. No damage. And we're not going to pick him up because there's no point in doing that. And then we'll take this 1 die as well. Down goes Coca-Cola. And I think... yeah, he's out of range. So... well, on the assumption that there's not going to be any damage that he does on his final turn, any permanent damage. Probably shouldn't have stand firm there, but oh well. We at least got what we wanted out of this game, which was permanent damage to the team did not happen. So that's all we asked for. That is all we asked for. And again, Imperial Nobility against Orcs, with a decent amount of Mighty Blow and a decent amount of Guard. The fact that we took no permanent damage so far is itself like already a win. Yep, pending that. Yeah, unfortunately, the troll did not. Well, to be fair, Gimlick also didn't roll a single bonehead, I don't think. Like, or fail a single bonehead. No, he did. There was an ogre blitz from the ground that he failed. And he is gonna go for a turn 16 foul. Rushing to turn 16 foul a guy. Does get noticed, does get sent off, and nothing happens to Flix. But yeah. Like, we're not disputing the result. Guzia apparently gets the MVP. I don't think that gets him anything. Don't think that gets him anything. He gets the MVP on a big and blocker, rookie big and blocker, so he's probably quite happy about that. Yep, that does mean that he gets his first skill. Gizia is definitely not getting anything with just 4 SPP. But hey, no damage done to the team. We can live with that. And yeah, we're gonna be missing an Imperial Retainer lineman next game, but that's entirely fine. We'll just roll the expensive mistakes now because we're not gonna buy anything anyway, even if we lose money. But yeah, that was a disappointing season is an understatement. For one of our defeats, this was probably the most gentle one out of all of our defeats this season. So no damage inflicted. We got to make some vanity passes. Well, not vanity passes, but like we succeeded on making a couple of passes with pit pad to get some SPP there. Didn't manage to make a touchdown. MVP went to. I mean, I guess I would have preferred the MVP to go to like Andy Davo or Flix. But like getting it on Gizia is just fine. Like no bad thing. But yeah. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope you were entertained. I'll be honest, I wasn't really feeling the match. Like I just genuinely do not like facing off against Orcs, and the like, it is like part of the reason is that like my team, generally the teams that I enjoy playing do not do very well against Orcs. But like I've played Dark Elves as well, where the Orc matchup should be okay-ish, until the Orcs can amass a bunch of tackle, of course. But I still, like, I don't know, like it's just. I never enjoy a game against Orcs. Like, I'll even enjoy a game against Dwarves, but against Orcs, I just do not enjoy it, generally speaking. So, but yeah, I do have to admit that I am biased in the whole calling Orcs to get nerfed. I will admit to that, but I do think that they're too strong. Like, they should get some nerfs and nothing in return, and or you know, Imperial nobility should get buffs. Like, both are true. Both statements are true. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. I'm really hoping that we're gonna be getting a better season next season, because a 1-1-7 is not what we're looking for, shall we say? But yeah, as I said before, like we've had quite a bit of good luck in previous seasons to get as good results back then as we did. So I just consider this season to be like one of those karmic balancing of the dice seasons, and hopefully karma, like Nuffle has decided that enough balance has been gotten that we'll actually get to play most of the games next season, as in actively participate rather than just not. But yeah, so look forward to that. We do have our seeding stream scheduled. It is going to be 19:00 UTC on the Saturday 3rd. Pitpad and Bork will once again be joining me. So hope everybody who's either new to the league or potentially just like or in the league already, like just looking forward to what their divisions are going to be looking like. Hope everybody's going to tune in for that. And as I said, thank you for watching. Hope you found it entertaining. I will admit it wasn't my greatest of entertainment games, but as I always say, good day, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morning, whatever happens to be the time of day for you. Have a good one, and let's find you some actual proper Blood Bowl to watch.